Hello everyone, my name is Pradyot Mayank. My team members are Vaishnavi, Suhas, and Sai, and we are Team 6. We are going to present our project which we have built. So, just a sec. Okay, so first let me tell you about something about DevOps culture. So in DevOps culture, we use the CI/CD pipeline, which is for continuous integration and continuous delivery. So we have constructed a CI/CD pipeline using Jenkins, and so let me give you some details about a project. So there is one company like Mass Communication, and we are automating and streamlining their products and software dev lifecycle, including continuous integration and continuous delivery, and also doing our configuration management for them. So let me start from building the environment. So that is our first step. So as you can see, we have built a three environment, that is the QA, production, and development. Let me tell you about something about our um, environments that we have built on AWS management console using EC2 instance. All the machines are running Ubuntu images, the latest version, and as per required, we have installed some of the softwares on development, production, and QA respectively. So like first steps is building the environment, the second step is to develop the application, that is already done, and the next step is perform the static code analysis. We are doing that via SonarQube, that is deployed on the development environment. And after that, we are building the web application, and after doing building the web application, we are deploying it to the QA environment, performing the UI testing. After UI testing, we are doing some performance testing using Blazemeter, and after that, we are storing the artifacts of the build application on the JFrog Artifactory, and after that, we are finally deploying it to the production environment. And why, after deploying to the production environment, we are not leaving as it is the application. We are also doing some sanity test and sending the notification using Papertrail and the medium is Slack, so that we get to know what is happening or sorry for that, we get to know what is happening in the for our application. We will be receiving notification for each build and everything that is done on the production. Okay, so as I told you that we have already built the web application and deployed it to the GitHub. So I'm going to the GitHub. So this is the our web app repository. So as you can see, all the required codes are pushed here in this repository. And to initiate our pipeline, I'll be coming to that later. To initiate our pipeline, we need to commit some changes on the GitHub. In this for this recording purpose, we will be making a small change in the readme file. So like I'm making this as web app application. Sorry for that. So now as soon as I commit changes, my the jobs which I built on Jenkins will be initiating. So now I'm committing the changes. Okay, so the changes are committed on the GitHub, as or you can say pushed on the GitHub. As you can see, this is a web application. The changes I made is pushed on the GitHub on readme file. So I'm now going to Jenkins dashboard. This is my Jenkins dashboard. These are the jobs we have built to maintain our CI/CD, that is a continuous integration and continuous delivery. So now I'm going to the pipeline tab. So you can see, like, as soon as I committed the changes, my app sonar job got started, and the app sonar job is for the to perform the static code analysis. So to perform, like I have already told, that SonarQube is installed on the development environment, so it will perform some static code analysis, and all the requirement build is on Maven, and JDK is installed using the configure tools. And and after that we have added it to the job. Okay, now this, like the second one, that is the app build job. It is the building a job, it is building a application and pushing it to the deploy in QA environment. So what QA environment is, so QA environment job is also a Maven project, and we have configured like a QA job using the GitHub URL, so that it will take our GitHub code and deploy it to the QA. And the application will be running if it is one, like as you can see, it has got green color, so it tells you that job is successfully deployed on the port 8080 of this QA environment. Let me show you this QA environment and port 8080 of this QA environment. Let me quickly show you. So I'm copying this IP address and pasting it here, and let me check port 8080, and the folder is web app. Okay, sorry for that. I'm still trying to, okay, the folder name is QA web app. Okay, 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 let me figure this out. It will take 2 seconds for me to figure it out. Okay, so yeah, thankfully, so it is like this is the application got deployed on the QA environment, and as you can see, you can like all the, this is the login page where you can put your username and password and login account and all that stuff. Okay, so after, like, I'm going to the Jenkins dashboard again. So after UI, like after the deployment of the QA, we have one job, that is the app UI testing. So it is testing the UI, how the like what changes we have made in the UI, and how the HTML tags and all that thing that are supposed to be there in the UI are there or not. So for this we have we have added one plugin, that is the HTML publisher, and it will generate a report later after, once the pipeline is completed, that our UI test is successful. So after UI testing, there is one job in the pipeline, that is the performance testing. And for performance testing, it takes some time because of the because we are using Blazemeter with, and it uses the requirement is that it uses some number of users and test cases. So based on that, it takes some time to complete this job. And let me go forward and like explain you rest of the jobs. So in the meantime, it will get completed. So Artifactory is used to store the artifacts of the build environment, and it will store the, after this is like this after this job will get completed, it will store all the artifacts required for our application on the JFrog Artifactory. So as you can see, like we are like building the same job. Sorry for that, let me log in again. Okay, yeah. So as you can see, we have like got many number of artifacts. It was like, it is caused due to we have run our like pipeline many number of times. So where I can find the artifacts for this related, yeah, there you can go. These are the artifacts which JFrog Artifactory is storing for us. And if it like Artifactory, let me tell you about something Artifactory. Like it only stores the binary files and release packages and build for the application. And if our application requires any like latest binary files or builds, then it will automatically update for us. So we don't need to do it manually. Okay, so, so after Artifactory is done, there's now there you go, you can see that app performance testing is like yeah, still needs time to come. I thought it's completed. So okay, so now after that, okay, that is the, after Artifactory is done, this job is done, we need to deploy it on the production environment. Okay, now I need to disable this auto revert, it is creating some issues, sorry for that. Okay, so After this job is done, it will like our application will be deployed on the production completely, and it will be ready for our users to use it. And after deployment on the production, um, we are performing sanity test. If like anything is like going weird or haywire, then we can like still get the notification about using paper trail and Slack, and it will be like the notification will be sent to us. And okay, so I guess it still needs, I'll wait for 1 or 2 seconds to complete this job. And like we are also using Datadog and paper trail for logging and monitoring of our application and pipeline. Okay, and so that is the another app. And okay, so I think yeah, our app performance test got completed this job, and it will now go to the Artifactory. Now when I will auto refresh, then this way you can see. So I'm going to my app performance test, and it will show me the link of Blazemeter where we can see our performance testing. Okay, okay, so as you can see, we have number of user, average throughput, errors, average response time, and 90% response time and average bandwidth. And there is some graph for you to analyze like performance, and it will give you some details about it, number of user, hits, errors, and response time and user. So this is about performance testing. So after that, let me go to the pipeline again. Okay, so yeah, well, you can see that after like performance testing, the app artifactory is done, and app production deployment is done, and app sanity testing is done. And we can use the Slack to see that if like we are getting notification or not. So this is the notification we got in 15 seconds 15 seconds before we got this notification. And let me tell you that these are the older notifications we got since Friday we are running this application. Okay, so I think a pipeline is done, and at last I'm going to tell you something like about Jira, like that we have used Jira to maintain to create our backlogs and sprints. So we created a backlog and put all required features in that backlog, and we have like created 3 sprints for every day. Like this is sprint 1. As every sprint is completed, so it is showing in the velocity chart and nowhere else. So that's why we are looking in velocity chart. So these are the web issues. This is the summary for all the backlogs, and this is for the sprint 1, and this is got completed, everything is. So let me go and quickly navigate to other sprints. So these are the status, done, issue type, priority, story points. We haven't assigned a story points because since as we, everything was going smoothly, and sprint 3 everything finished. So yeah, that's it. I think that is like our whole project. And to this is the whole over structure of our CI/CD pipelines. And one thing I needed to show, let me check. So production, yeah, let me show you how the app got deployed on the production environment. If I can find out, just give me a 2-3 seconds, I'll figure that out. Okay, so it was using another folder, different folder structure. So I'm going to like copy the IP address and pasting it, sorry for that, colon 8080, and the folder name for the application, sorry. Okay, so yeah, so it is running, and these are the like features of the this application. And we also created one new features in the broadband category. So let me show you. So this is the feature, create a broadband request, and you can select the your plan or something. So this is it. Yeah, so that is about all about continuous integration and continuous delivery using the Jenkins, and on the using the production QA and development environment. So yeah, thank you.